This conference will now be recorded.
In today's session, we are going to discuss about automation rules. So we will see what exactly an automation rule and what is the use and what automation rules that we have in Salesforce and what kind of features that we can automate by using each automation rule and what are the limitations that we have in each automation rule and how can we go beyond that by using the extensions and what is the significance role of this lightning flow or the flow builder in automation rules and how can we use these lightning flows to automate certain actions to be get fired automatically based on certain events. Now, and as part of this configuration, flows is one of the major topic that already told you. In configuration we are having 5 important features which are very important as part of implementation, as part of your interviews also. First one, relationships. Second one, data management. Third one, reports and dashboards. And the fourth one, security. And the last one, flows. These are the 5. Already 4 topics we have discussed. Now this automation rules flows we'll see today here. Okay. How can we use this flows? And what type of flows are available in Salesforce and how can we automate certain actions with the help of these flows just by using declarative features. Without writing the code, how can we automate the actions? We'll see with the help of these flows. Simply, we can say flow is nothing but a new way of writing the code without using any programming skills. Without using any programming skills, how can we implement the business logic just by using mouse clicks? We'll see with the help of these flows. Okay, now let's see. So we have to understand what are the various automation tools that we have in Salesforce. We'll see first, then we'll come to that. Okay, flows topic here. Now tell me, what do you mean by an automation rule? Automation in the sense,
Some kind of
automate certain
system process
processes.
Control.
Okay,
eradicates
we
the
can make
manual
certain
efforts.
operations to be done automatically instead of doing that work manually by our own. I want to make those operations to be done by my system itself. My application itself can take care of. Like, for example, come to few small scenarios. For example, I'm having a bank account. I'm having a bank account. In my account, as of now, I'm having some 10,000 rupees as a balance. Today, I have visited the bank branch. I have deposited 4,000 rupees. I have deposited 4,000 rupees more. Now, what will be my balance amount now? 14,000 rupees. My balance amount has been updated to 14,000 here. Once the balance has been getting updated, that means once the amount has been credited into your account, how will you know that your transaction is done or not? Will you get any acknowledgement from the banking people? Yes. We are getting some acknowledgements.
SMS
How?
and email.
In the form of SMS alert,
SMS,
in the form of
email.
an email alert. So now we are receiving one SMS notification and an email notification to indicate that, dear customer, your account number of 1234 has been credited with the amount of 4,000 rupees. Your net available balance is 14,000. So now tell me, who sent this email notification to you? The bank employee? No. So the bank employees are not sending that. Suppose if the bank employee is sending this kind of email notification, it will kill their time also. Like for example here, assume that I'm a cashier person. I'm working in a bank. So today a customer has visited here to deposit some money in his account. I'm collecting the form and the money from the customer. I'm opening his account by using our banking application, and then I'm depositing the money. Once the money has been getting deposited into his account, I need to send the email. To prepare the email notification, to send the email notification will take some time, right? Yes. That means what? We are spending some more time to serve to single customer itself. To serve to a single customer, we're spending some more time. In this case, if I'm taking more time to serve to the single customer, there is a lengthy queue is available. So many customers are waiting in the queue who wants to do their own transactions. In this case, the customer has to wait in the queue for a long time. But customers may be busy with their personal work. They may be busy with their office work, so they can't wait in the queue for a long time. So they may not have that much of patience to wait inside the queue for a longer period. For that reason, what I want to do is, instead of doing all the operations manually by my own, some of the operations I will do, and remaining operations I want to hand over to the system itself. That means whenever we are performing some operations as part of your organization policies, as part of your organization processes, whatever the operations you want to do, instead of performing all the operations manually by my own, I will do some of the operations, remaining operations I would like to hand over to my system itself. That means I want to make them automated. That will be taken care by my system itself. System in the sense, not my laptop, not my desktop, my application. System in the sense that banking system, that banking application, or Salesforce application, or Java application, whatever that application should take care of. So in this case here, if I'm going to be automating certain processes, then I can save the time so that I can serve to more number of customers very fastly. So the customer no need to wait in the queue for a longer period. So in this case, as part of your organization policies or as part of your organization processes, whatever the operations you are going to do, instead of performing all the operations manually by my own, I want to make certain operations by my own. Remaining operations, I want to make it automated. Like, just I will collect the money, I will deposit the money into the bank account. That's it. Sending the email notification, sending the SMS alert will be taken care by my application itself, so that I can save some time. Okay, like the similar way here. For example, today a customer has raised a case. Today a customer has raised a case. Once the case has been registered successfully, immediately I want to send one email notification to that customer to indicate, dear customer, okay, dear customer, your case has been registered successfully. This is your case number. This is the case status. One of our service person will contact you shortly. So that I want to send some notifications to the customer. Now tell me, for example, if you're not sending this kind of notification to the customer, then how the customer will know whether his case has been registered successfully or not? He don't have any acknowledgement. He don't have any proof. In this case, what he will do, after raising the case, he will wait for half an hour of time. Within half an hour, if any of the customer service person has contacted the customer, then fine. If nobody has contacted, the customer will thought of maybe his case is not registered properly. Then again, he will make a call to the customer care. He will raise the same complaint again. Because of that, duplicate cases will be getting arised. Duplicate cases will be getting arised. So to avoid this kind of problems, I want to make this process automated. Once the case has been registered successfully, then I want to send an email alert. I want to send an email alert and I want to send one SMS alert. Clear? Now, next, for example, assume that I'm having a credit card. I'm having a credit card here. Now, for my credit card, every month I'm doing some transactions with the help of my credit card. I'm doing some online purchases also. I'm going to the shopping malls also. I'm purchasing some items and I'm purchasing some products through online also by using various e-commerce websites like as Amazon, Flipkart, and so many things. Now, whenever I'm purchasing some products, by end of the month, they're generating the bill. Assume that my bill generation date is first of every month. First of every month is my bill generation date. That means in the last 1 month, whatever the transactions that I have made by using this credit card, they will collect all the transaction details. They're generating a bill. That bill will be sending to me here. As soon as whenever a bill has been getting generated, immediately they're sending one SMS notification and one email notification to me. Dear customer, your credit card bill has been generated. This is the bill amount. This is the due date. So please pay the bill on or before the due date to avoid the interest charges. So they're indicating some notifications to me. Now, so they have given the due date also. My credit card bill due date is 20th of the month here. That means I'm having 20 days of grace period to make the payment of my credit card bill. My bill will be generated on 1st and I have the time to pay the bill till 20th of this month here. 20 days of time I have to make the payment of this credit card bill. Now, so in this case here, so now by 20th, I would like to make the payment over here. Suppose if I did not make the payment on 20th of this month, then what will happen? They would like to start charging the interest also on the credit card bill amount. They will make my credit card to be get deactivated. They will block the card also. So I would like to block the card. If I'm not making the payment of the credit card bill on time, they will block my card here. How they will block the card? For my credit card, they will be having a small field is available. It will be having a small field called as is active. There is a field called as is active here. So they are going to be making this is active value as false. Whenever we are trying to be swiping this credit card from any other online shops also, we will check whether the credit card is inactive or not. If it is active, then only we can make the payment. If it is inactive, it will be indicating that card transaction has been declined. So we can't make any online purchases from there onwards. So in this case, I need to go to the credit card, record. I need to change that status of this credit card from active to inactive over here. Now, in this case, who will do this one? The bank employee will be updating this data here? No. Then who will do that? My system will take care of that. My system will take care of. That means if the customer did not make the payment on time, automatically the credit card status has to be get updated as false. That means is active field will be updated as false. That means credit card is not in active status here. Clear? Now, for example, come to a small scenario. Come to a small scenario. So whatever the scenarios that I'm explaining, these are all our automation tools, nothing else. Now, for example, come to a small scenario. Assume that I'm having this credit card. My credit card bill date is 1st of the month. I'm having the time till 20th of the month here. As soon as whenever the bill has been generated, once the bill has been generated, that means on 1st of the month, immediately they're sending one SMS notification and an email notification to the customer to indicate this is the credit card bill amount, this is the due date, so please pay the bill on or before the due date. Now, as soon as the bill has been generated, you will be receiving one SMS notification and the email notification regarding the credit card bill. From there, you are having the time till 20th of the month here. Now, so because of some personal work, because of some hospitalization, because of some vacation, I forgot to make the payment of the credit card bill also. In this case, if my customer is unable to pay the bill, then as an organization, it's my responsibility. I need to remind to my customer. As an organization, it's my responsibility. I have to remind to my customer regarding the credit card bill payment. How frequently they're indicating, like as 10 days before the due date. 10 days before the due date. 10 days before the due date means what? On what date? My due date is 20th. 10 days before in the sense 10th. Okay.
And
10th of the month, they will send one SMS alert. They will send one email alert to remind you. So, dear customer, you are reaching to the credit card bill due date. So, please make the payment of the credit card bill on or before the due date. Next. Now, again, they will be sending one more reminder notification 5 days before the due date. That means on what? 15th. They will send one more SMS alert. They will send one more email alert also. Next. Now, the 3 days before, they will send one more SMS alert, one more email alert. That means what? On 17th of the month, they will send one more reminder notification. And then, one day before, that means what? 19th. 19th of the month, they will send one more SMS alert and email alert. 0 days before, that means on the same day. Okay, on the same day, they're indicating that, dear customer, today is the last date for your credit card bill payment. So please make the payment on or before the credit card due date. Suppose if you did not make the payment of this credit card bill, so one day after the due date, that means what? On 21st of this month. So what these people will do, they will block the card. They will block the card here. So now that means what? So not only sending the email notification only once, keep on they're sending some automated notifications to the people to remind regarding the credit card bill payment here. Regarding the credit card bill payment, they will be keep on sending some reminder notifications also over here. So now tell me, who will send these kind of reminder notifications? The banking people? No, the application will take care of. The system will take care of to send these kind of automated notifications also over here. Now, let me explain one more, the last small general scenario. Now, I think most of the people are traveling to their hometowns through a bus. Okay, by reserving a bus ticket, they are going to be traveling from one location to another location, Hyderabad to Vijayawada also, Hyderabad to Bangalore or Pune or Mumbai, whatever. So whatever the destination over here. For example, I have reserved a travel ticket to travel from Hyderabad to some Vizag. Hyderabad to Vizag. Now, my travel date is tomorrow. That means Sunday. Okay, Sunday evening at 5 p.m. The boarding point is some Amirpet. Okay, boarding point is Amirpet. So now tomorrow is my travel date. I'm having a bus which will be arriving to Amirpet by tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. I have reserved a seat. As soon as whenever I'm reserving the ticket, immediately I will be receiving one email notification and SMS notification regarding my ticket details, like my seat number also, and my ticket number also, the bus service number also, and the contact number inside the bus. And along with that, they're indicating boarding point details, and then from location to location, everything they're indicating in the ticket details. Now I'm receiving this confirmation back. So once that seat has been getting reserved, you will be getting one SMS alert, you will be getting one email alert over here. Okay, now next one. 6 hours before the travel. 6 hours before the travel. That means what here? they will be sending one SMS notification here. That means at 11 o'clock, at 11 a.m. They will send one SMS notification and an email notification regarding the bus number and the contact number here. That means the phone number of the driver to know where exactly the bus is available here. So they will send one SMS alert 6 hours before the travel. Next, 2 hours before the travel here. That means at evening at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I will be getting one SMS alert. I will be getting one email alert regarding the tracking link. Inside that, they will be indicating the tracking link of that bus. So by using the tracking link, we can see where exactly the bus is available. We can track the location of the bus inside the Google Map. Through the Google Map, we can check the live location of that bus also by using this tracking link. Next, 30 minutes before the travel. 30 minutes before the travel, that means at 4:30 p.m. IST. They will send one more SMS alert, one more email alert to indicate the bus is on the way. The next pickup point is your boarding point. So please get ready with your luggage at the boarding point to catch the bus. They're giving some reminder alerts over here. Now, so that means they're going to be sending some notifications. Now, after that, so once you catch the bus, you will be reaching to the destination. For example, I reached to the Vizag morning at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I reach to the destination. So once you reach to the destination after 2 hours, okay, after 2 hours of travel, after 2 hours of your travel, that means at 9 a.m. next day morning at 9 a.m. you will be getting one more SMS alert. You will be getting one more email alert regarding the feedback. Okay, regarding the feedback of your travel experience. So now they're collecting some feedback also to check, okay, how was your travel experience here? Based on the feedback, they will take some more necessary improvements to provide some quality services to the customers. So that means what here? These are some automation rules. These are some automation rules which we are using in the real world. Okay, which we are using in the real world. Like upon reserving a movie ticket also, you are getting some email. Once you make the payment of your credit card bill also, you are getting some notification. Once you make the payment of your mobile recharge also, you are getting some notification. These are coming because of automation rules. Okay, so instead of performing all these operations manually by our own, we can make this kind of operations automated with the help of automation rules in Salesforce. So to do these kind of automations, Salesforce has given 3 automation rules. Salesforce has provided 3 automation rules. First one, workflows. Second one, process builder. Third one, flows. These flows are also called as simply lightning flows. These are also called as flow builder. Okay, all are same. Flow or lightning flows or flow builder, all are same. Okay, now, so in this case, whenever if you want to automate certain operations as part of your business requirement, it may be simple, it may be complex also. In order to automate this kind of operations, we are using the help of automation rules. To do these automations, we are using the help of workflows and the process builder and the flows. Now, so in this case, what exactly a workflow rule, what it can do? What are the limitations of workflow rules? And how can we go beyond these limitations through an extension that is called as process builder? And what kind of actions that we can do through process builder? And what limitations are available in process builder? And how can we go beyond these limitations by using one more extension that is flow? We'll see practically here. Okay, now understood the concept now? Now let's see. Make a note of this one. Salesforce provides a set of automation rules as part of out of the box features. As part of out of the box features which are used to automate certain actions inside the application, which are used to automate certain actions inside the application. That is, instead of performing all the operations as part of the organization processes manually, we can make certain things, we can make certain operations automated by using automation rules. By using automation tools, so that we can save the time and utilize the resources very efficiently. So that we can save the time and utilize the resources very efficiently. Like for example, sending email alerts, complex validations, updating the record values, etc. Salesforce provides the below three automation rules. First one, workflow rules. Second one, process builder. Third one, lightning flows at the flow builder, are simply flows. First one, we'll see workflow rules. What exactly the workflow rules and what we can do with the help of workflow rules, what kind of actions that we can automate, and what are the limitations that we have. Done? Now, let's see. Basically, sometime before, workflow rule is a very powerful tool. Okay, sometime before, workflow rule is a very powerful tool. During the time, we don't have this kind of lightning flows in the process builder. We don't have this kind of automation rules. Initially, Salesforce has introduced workflow rules as part of Salesforce CRM in the year 2000. So during the time, in order to do some declarative customizations, declarative customizations means what? Declarative in the sense just by using mouse clicks without writing any code. Because whenever we are customizing the Salesforce application, we have two types of customizations: declarative customizations, programmatic customizations. Declarative customizations can be done just by using mouse clicks without writing any code. That means purely no coding option. Programmatic customizations can be done with the help of by writing some piece of code through Apex programming. So it requires some programming skills. So as part of this declarative customizations, workflow rules is a very powerful tool which are used to automate certain actions sometime before. But now this workflow rules tool has been disabled by Salesforce. Okay, this feature has already deprecated by Salesforce since winter 23 release. That means from the current release, this feature is no more available here. Whatever the existing workflow rules they have built in the past, because since almost 2000 to till 2022, almost for 22 years, this is available in Salesforce CRM. So since the 22 years, so many people has used this workflow rules to automate so many actions as part of their application development. So whatever the workflow rules they have created in the past, those workflow rules will be continued as it is. Whatever the workflow rules they have built in the past, those they can modify according to the requirement, but they can't build any new more workflow rules inside their organization. Because here we are having a latest feature, we are having an enhanced facility for workflow rule, that is flow. That's what Salesforce is keep on promoting, that flows topic over here. They keep on promoting to use flows because flows is having advanced features than workflows. Now, so in this case, since winter 23 release, that means from the current release, this flows workflow rules has been disabled by Salesforce. Now, this is no more available here. Then what exactly the workflow rule? Because whenever we are working in a project, if the project is already built very long back, then at that time we have to support the existing functionality and we have to build some new enhancements also by using some latest features. At that time, we should be aware of what exactly a workflow rule and what we can do with the help of workflow rule. At least we should be aware of. Now, so in this case, you're still in the interview point of view, it's a common question in most of the interviews. What is the difference between workflow rules and the process builder and the flow? This is a common question here. Okay, this is a common question in most of the interviews. In what kind of scenarios you can go with workflow? In what scenarios we can go with process builder? In what scenarios we can go with flows? Okay, it's a common question over here. Sometimes we can raise a question, sir, if these three features are also not supporting to implement that functionality, then what is alternative? The only alternative mechanism is triggers. Whatever the requirement that you want to implement, if that requirement is not at all possible through workflow and through process builder, through lightning flows also, if these three features are not supporting to implement that functionality, then the final only solution is, that is trigger. By using Apex programming, with the help of trigger, we can implement that. Okay, trigger is the only solution. Now, let's see. First of all, we have to understand what exactly a workflow rule, what we can do with the help of workflow rules. Basically, workflow rule is one of the automation process given by Salesforce to automate certain business processes. As part of your business, as part of your organization, as part of your application, whatever the features you would like to automate, we can automate certain business processes with the help of workflow rules. But workflow rules are having very limited operations, very limited, only four actions we can do with the help of workflow rules, not more than that. Okay, workflow is having very limited functionalities here. Then what we can do with the help of these workflow rules here? By using these workflow rules, we can perform only 4 actions. Workflow rules can perform only 4 actions here. First one, through workflow rules, we can send some email notifications to the required people. We can send the email alerts to the required people automatically based on the DML event. Based on the event, based on the occasion, we can send some email notifications. Like for example, so once a bank transaction has been done, immediately I want to send a notification. Now, so whenever we are reserving a movie ticket, I want to send a notification. Whenever a new case has been registered by a customer, I want to send a notification. In this case, whatever the email alerts you would like to send to the people with the required email subject with the email content, we can send a notification by using a pre-existing email template. That means upon sending the email notification to the people through workflow rules, what email you want to send, what subject you want to send, what content you want to send, that we have to place inside that email template first. So email template is a prerequisite. Without this email template, we can't send any email notifications through workflow rules. Not only workflow, process builder also, flow also. It's a prerequisite. Email templates concept is a prerequisite for these 3 features over here. Without this email template, we can't send the email notification by using these automation tools. All these 3 rules requires email template mandatorily here. Okay, now, so by using this workflow rule, the first action is we can send the email notifications to the required people. Next, second one. With the help of this workflow rules, we can update a field. Okay, we can update a field value by assigning some new value here. Like for example, assume that I'm having one account object. In my account object, I'm having a rating field, which is having the value as a warm. Now I want to update this value from warm to hot. Then what we can do, just we can go to that account record over here, which you would like to update, and then change the rating value from warm to hot. That means I'm updating how many field values now? Only one field. If you want to update only one field value, then we can use the help of workflow rules. Because here, inside this workflow rule, we can able to update one field value by using one action. Suppose sometimes you can raise a question. Sir, I want to update rating value also, industry value also. So that inside the same workflow rule, I would like to add 2 actions. One action is to update that rating field. One action is used to update industry field. If you want to update multiple fields, then we need to add multiple actions. Okay. So now each field update, upon updating the field, we can able to use one separate field update action. By using one action, we can update only one field. To update 2 fields, we need 2 actions. To update 3 fields, 3 actions. To update 10 fields, 10 actions. To update 20 fields, 20 actions. To update 40 fields, 40 actions. To update 50 fields, workflow won't support. Because within a single workflow rule, we can add maximum of 40 immediate actions, not more than that. That is a limitation given by Salesforce. As part of this workflow rules, your workflow rule can have maximum of 40 actions, not more than that. When we try to add the 41st action, workflow won't support. That means what? Through workflow rule, we can update only 40 actions over here. So for each field updation, we need to add one separate action over here. In this case, to update the 40 fields, we need to add 40 actions. Now tell me, if I'm adding 40 actions, to perform all these 40 actions, it will take some more time, right? Yes, definitely. To perform these 40 actions, it will take some more time. So it will be impacting on the application performance. This is the first problem in workflow rule. Workflow rule is causing performance issues because through workflow rule, we can update either one field or 2 fields or 3 fields or maximum 40 fields, not more than that. That is the limitation that we have in workflow rules. This is the second operation. Next, third one. By using these workflow rules, we can assign a task to the user. We can assign a task to the user. So what is the use of assigning a task to the user? Now let me explain. Simple concept here. For example, assume that we are working in an organization. Okay, we are working in an organization, we are working for a project. So now the time is some 11 o'clock in the morning. Today evening, okay, at 4 o'clock, we have scheduled a stand-up call. Okay, today evening at 4 o'clock, we have scheduled a stand-up call. Because at 6 o'clock, we are having a client call is available, we need to give the update. Before giving the update to the client, first of all, we need to check what is the progress of our work. So that today evening at 4 o'clock, we have a stand-up call. So all the people inside the team should be gathering in the conference room. They're going to be discussing about the requirements here. So what exactly the task they're working right now, how much percentage of the work has been completed, how much percentage of the work is still in pending, what is action plan for that, we can discuss about that. So evening at 4 o'clock, we are having a stand-up call. There is a meeting here, internal meeting in our team. So how can we send the reminder to all the people here? I need to send one email notification to all the team members, but the person is busy with okay some personal work, and the person is busy with that okay work also regarding a requirement. There is an emergency deliverable is available. He is working on the requirement. So always he can't check into the email notification whether I have received email notifications or not. He can't check into the emails every time. So in this case, even though he may be busy in some work, even though he may be in middle of something, I would like to show some pop-up alert over here. Boss, in the next 15 minutes, we are having a meeting is available in so-and-so conference room from so-and-so time to so-and-so time. So please get ready in the conference room. So I want to show one pop-up alert over here, like as your reminder, like as your alarms inside your mobile. Whenever a specific time is up, automatically the alarm is keep on ringing. It will be giving the notification, boss, you have the time, you have a meeting at 7 o'clock, so please wake up, please wake up, please wake up. It will be giving some reminder alert. Like the similar way, we can configure this kind of alerts with the help of assigning a task. Okay, by using this task record, we can assign some alarm or the reminder to the people over here with the required subject, with the required content, with the required priority, with the required status, with the required activity due date as well. We can specify. This is the third thing. The fourth, the final action is by using these workflow rules, we can able to send the outbound messages to the external systems. That means what? We can send some notification. We can send some data from our Salesforce application to a third-party system also, so that okay, we can have the integrations. That means from our end, okay, from our end. So now we are done with the processing. So now just you can start with your processing from there onwards. So as part of my application, sales processing is doing by the Salesforce, and then finance will be taking care by the Java application, and then HR will be taking care by the Oracle application. So I want to pass some data from Salesforce to Java application. I want to pass some data. At that time, we can send some outbound message to the people in the form of XML format by using SOAP protocol. So with the help of these workflow rules, we can send an XML based SOAP message to the external system also for the integration. These are the 4 actions. First action is through workflow rules, we can send the email alerts. Second one, we can update the field values also. Third one, we can assign a task to the user also. Fourth one, we can send an XML based message to the third party system for the integration. These are the only 4 actions we can do. With the help of these workflow rules, we can do only these 4 actions over here. Now, in this case, when the workflow rule will get fired? Always, workflow rules are always firing on after inserting the record and after updating the record over here. Not before. Not before. Always workflow rules are firing on after insertion, after updation. Like for example, assume that today I'm depositing some money into my account, and then I have received the email notification. Now tell me, when will you receive this email notification? After depositing or before depositing here? After depositing. That means
After
once a
depositing.
value has been updated, once the balance has been updated, then you will be getting the notification. For example, today I'm raising a case. Regarding the case, I'm getting some notification. When? Before creating the case record or after creating the case record? After creating the case record. Once the case has been created successfully, then it will send the notification to me here. That means what? Always after. Okay, always after. So in this case here, workflows are always firing on after inserting the record inside the object and after updating the record inside the object, not before. These are the two cases on which your workflow rule will get fired. Okay, clear? Now, make a note of this one. Workflow rules. Workflow rules are used to automate certain business processes inside the organization based on the requirement. Based on the requirement. That is, instead of performing the operations manually, we can make it automated or we can make them automated based on the DML events. Note. Workflow rules are always firing on after insert and after updating the record. Workflow rules are always firing on after insert and after updating the record inside the object. Workflow supports to automate the below 4 actions. First one, email alerts. First one, email alerts. By using this action, we can send an email alert to one or more users with the required subject and content by using a pre-existing email template. By using this action, we can send an email alert to one or more users with the required subject and the content by using a pre-existing email template. We should have an email template, must and should. Without the email template, we can't send the emails from Salesforce. It may be any automation rule, it won't support. Second one, update a field. By using this action, we can update a field value in the record by assigning the new value. By assigning the new value. Each field update action will update only one field. To update multiple fields, we should configure multiple field update actions. Multiple field update actions. Third one, assign a task. Assign a task. By using this action, we can assign a task record to the required user with the required subject and description to remind about a requirement. Fourth one, outbound message. By using this action, we can send an XML based SOAP message to the external system for the integration. These are the 4 actions that we can automate through workflow rules. The remaining actions it won't support. Done? Done with this? Now, let's see. So upon using these workflow rules to automate certain actions, here we are having few limitations. In workflow rules, we have few limitations. The first one is workflow rules are always firing on after inserting the record and after updating the records. But they are not having the facility to fire on before. Before inserting the record, I would like to do some validations. I would like to do some deduplication mechanisms, like as I would like to check whether the record is a duplicate record or not. I would like to check it out. So in this case, I want to do some operations before insertion, before updating the records inside my object, but workflow rule won't support. Workflow rules are always firing on after insertion, after updation, not on before. This is the first problem. Second problem is through workflow rules, we can't perform any DML operations. Like DML operations in the sense what? Insert. Do we have any action to insert a record through this workflow rule? No. Do we have any action to delete a record through workflow rule? No. Do we have any action to fetch the record from the object? No. Do we have any action to update the record? Yes, we have. That is also very limited action here. Like we can update only few fields, not more than that. If I'm having some 200 fields are available inside my object, I want to update 100 fields, but workflow will not support because workflow will allow us to update only maximum of 40 fields, not more than that. We can add only 40 actions inside the workflow rule, but with those 40 actions, we can update 40 fields only, not more than that. That is the limitation here. So these are two limitations are available as part of workflow rules. The first one, workflow rules doesn't support to perform all the DML operations. And second one, workflows are always firing on after insertion and the after updation, not on before. Okay, now. So now here in this case here, now here in this case, we are going for an extension that is called as process builder. So whatever the actions that we have inside these workflow rules, if we want to do some more additional actions than workflow, then we can go for an extension that is called as process builder here. Okay, so process builder is an extension for workflow rules. Clear? Now, make a note of this one. Limitations. Workflow rules are always fired and after insert and after updating the record. But they won't fire on before performing the operation. Second one, workflow rule won't support to perform the DML operations. That is, we can't create, update, delete the records inside the object. Now, to overcome the above limitations, we have to use an extension called as process builder. Process builder. Now, let's see what exactly the process builder. We are not discussing the practical concept of workflows and process builder. Suppose if anybody wants to go through this workflow and the process builder topics, then let me know. I will share those videos which I have recorded for the previous sessions, okay, so that you can go through that. Okay, because nowadays, since almost 6 months, we are not touching workflow and workflow process builder. We are completely discussing through on flows only here because it's a future for Salesforce. Always Salesforce is promoting to use flows. Suppose if you're working on a very old project which is having workflows and process builders, then if you want to learn what exactly workflow, how to configure, how to automate the action, then let me know. I will share those videos so that you can go through them. Okay, whenever you are getting some free time.
You can
Yes,
share,
sir,
sir.
please share.
You can share, sir.
Sure, I will do that. Done with these points?
Firoz, in the limitations too, is that we cannot or we can?
No, we can't.
Thank you.
Sir?
Next one. So what exactly the process builder and what we can do with the help of this process builder and what kind of actions that we can do with the help of this process builder and how it is different from workflow rule and what are the various actions that we can automate through process builder. Let me explain and then we'll see what limitations available in process builder also. Then we'll move forward to the flows topic over there. Now, basically, process builder is a graphical representational tool. Okay, process builder is a graphical representational tool which is used to automate certain actions inside your organization. Now, like as workflow, process builder is also one of the automation rule. But the difference is workflow is purely navigational basis, like as next button we have to configure. But in process builder, we don't have such kind of next button, purely drag and drop options. It's purely drag and drop facilities are available as part of process builder. Like as your schema builder, you know how to configure the schema builder, how to build the schema, how to create the objects, how to create the fields inside your schema builder, you know, by using drag and drop options. Exactly similar fashion we can go with the help of process builder. So process builder is a graphical representational tool which is used to automate certain actions inside your organization. So now in this case, we can raise the question, sir, what kind of actions that we can automate through process builder? Process builder is an extension. Okay, process builder is an extension for workflow rule. So whatever the features are available inside this workflow rule, whatever the actions that we are automating through workflow rules, most of the actions we can automate through process builder. Along with it will be having some more additional actions also. Okay, work process builder will be supporting most of the actions of workflow. Now, here why I'm using this word most of the actions means what? By using process builder, we can send email notification. We can update the fields also. We can assign the task also. But outbound message action will not be supporting by process builder again. That's what I'm using the word most of the actions. Because in some cases in the entry point of view, they will raise a question, so which action of workflow will not be supporting the process builder? So if there is a question, you can explain them. Okay, process builder will be supporting most of the actions of workflow, but it won't support one action of workflow, that is outbound message. Outbound message action is not available in process builder here. Okay, through process builder, we can send the email alerts also, we can update the fields also, we can assign the task also, but we can't send any outbound messages to the external system through process builder. Okay, this is the limitation. So whenever if you want to do this kind of action, compulsorily we have to come to that workflow rules. Now, to avoid these problems over here, they have introduced flows. Flow will be having the actions of both workflow, process builder, both are available in flows. We can do complex operations. Okay, now. So in this case, as part of this process builder is an extension for workflow rule, which is used to automate certain actions inside your organization. It's purely a graphical representational tool which is providing the drag and drop facilities to configure the actions. In order to automate your process, just we can use the help of this drag and drop options as part of this process builder. Now, here also process builders are also firing on after insert, after update only, not on before. Exactly same like as workflow rules, these are also firing the actions on after insertion and after updation also. Okay, but not on before. Okay, but as part of this process builder, we are having so many actions are available. Process builder will support totally 10 actions. Process builder will support 10 actions to automate. Okay, we can automate 10 actions. Workflow will be automating only 4 actions. Process builder will support total 10 actions. Then what are those 10 actions? Now let me list out one by one, and then we'll see that okay, flows topic also today here. Okay, now make a note of this one. Process builder. It is a graphical representational tool. It is a graphical representational tool which is used to automate certain actions inside the organization declaratively. Which is used to automate certain actions inside the organization declaratively. Process builder is an extension for workflow rules. Process builder is an extension for workflow rules. It supports most of the actions of workflow rule, and it contains the additional actions also. Note, process builder won't support outbound message action. Process builder won't support outbound message action. As part of workflow, we are sending some XML based message to the third party system through workflow rule, but that action will not be supporting by the process builder. Process builder also will get fired on after insert and after updating the record. So process builder also get fired and after insert and after updating the record inside the object here. Then what kind of actions that we can automate here? Let me explain each and every action one by one. Then up to this part, now let's see what kind of actions that we can automate through process builder. First one, by using process builder, we can send the email notifications to the required people, like as email alerts. Inside the workflow rule, whatever the way we are sending the email notification, similar fashion we can send the email notification to the required people through process builder also. Now, we can send the email alerts to one or more users with the required subject and content by using a pre-existing email template. we can send an email alert to the required people. Not only one, multiple people, we can send the email notification in one shot. Second one, we can update the record action. We don't have update field. We can update the whole record. As part of workflow rule, we have an action called as update a field. Within a record, if we want to update one field value, we have to use one field update action. To update 2 fields, we require 2 field update actions. To update 3 fields, we need 3 actions. To update 10 fields, we require 10 actions. But now, if the number of fields are more, automatically number of actions are automatically increasing, which will be decreasing the application performance. So to avoid this problem, as part of this process builder, they have given an action called as update a record. That means the complete record field values we can update by using a single action itself. Just by using one action, we can able to update multiple field values also at a time, so that we can reduce the number of actions. If the number of actions are reduced, automatically the performance will be getting increased by default. That's what here they have provided one action called as update a record action. Now the second one, update a record. By using this action, we can update a record by assigning the values for the multiple fields at a time. Third one, trigger in Apex. Trigger in Apex. Now, that means what? With the help of this process builder, we can invoke your Apex classes also. We can write your Apex code by using Apex programming. With the help of Apex programming, we can write your own Apex class also here, and we can able to execute that Apex class method from the process builder also automatically by default here. But generally, workflow won't support, but the process builder will support that. So through process builder, we can able to invoke your Apex class methods also. Now, by using this action, we can invoke Apex class methods to perform the complex operations. Next, submit for approval. So what exactly this action over here? So basically this action is used to submit a record for the approval. Like for example, I want to apply for a leave. I'm working in an organization. So now I'm reporting to my technical lead. Okay, on top of the technical lead, we are having a project manager is available. Now, next week, Monday and Tuesday, I would like to go for a vacation because of some personal work. So I would like to take as a leave. So directly I can't take the leave. It requires a pre-approval. Okay, it requires the prior approval first. So I would like to submit a leave application form. As soon as whenever I'm submitting the leave application form, it should be approved by my technical lead, and then it should be approved by my project manager. Then only my leave will be getting sanctioned so that I can go for the vacation on Monday and Tuesday. So I want to submit a record for approval here. Like the similar way. Now assume that. So whenever if you are going to be applying for a loan, that loan requires multiple approvers also here. So directly loan will not be getting disbursed. The loan will be having so many necessary stages are available where the application should be come across the various stages, it requires multiple approvals. Then only the loan will be getting sanctioned. Then they will be dispersing the loan amount to your account. Now, in every week, as part of my organization, I'm submitting the timesheets. Like I'm submitting some timesheets. That means what? In this week, what you did? Okay, you have to submit that whole timesheet here. Okay, for the 40 hours. Because weekly, 5 days. Okay, daily 8 hours. Total 40 hours of timesheet we need to submit here. So now your timesheet should be approved by your manager, and then this timesheet will be submitting to the HR people. HR people are forwarding to the finance team. Finance team will forwarding to the client. Client will be approving the budget over here. Because the client will approve the budget, they'll be collecting the billing over here. So now here in this case, whenever if you want to submit a record for the approval, then we can go with the help of Process Builder also. Through Process Builder, we can submit a record for approval as well. Okay, now by using this action, we can submit a record for approval. We can submit a record for approval inside the organization. Next action, create a record. Create a record. By using this action, what we can do, we can create a new record inside your object also. We can create a new record inside your Salesforce object. So as of now, as part of your workflow, we don't have the option of creating some new records. There's no new record creation action inside your workflow, but in Process Builder, we have an action, we can create a record as well. So not only sending the email notifications, not only updating the records, we can create a new record inside your Salesforce object by passing the values for the required mandatory fields. So upon passing the value for those mandatory fields, we can place those values inside the Process Builder also, or else we can reference these values from the parent records also automatically here. That facility is available to you. Now, so in this case, whenever if you want to create a new record inside your object, we can use the help of Process Builder. Now, let's see. By using this action, we can create a new record inside the object with values. The required fields from Process Builder are by referencing from the parent records. By referencing from the parent record. Sixth one. Post to chatter. Post to chatter. So now what exactly the post to chatter over here? By using this post to chatter action, we can able to post the feed item inside the chatter post. We are having the chatter feed feature is available. Inside the chatter feed, we can post the feed item also over here. Now, then what exactly this chatter feed? Now let me show you practically here. Done with this point still now? Now, let's see. Let me show you what exactly the chatter feed. Let me show you with the practical. I'm going to my Salesforce R now. I'm going to the Salesforce Classic mode. So let's go to that lead object, any of the lead object over here. Go to the lead object, go to your lead record. Assume that I'm working in a sales team, okay, as a sales representative. Okay, we are taking care of loans, or it may be credit cards also, products also, services, whatever it might be. So now assume that here I'm a sales representative. Today, a lead person showed interest in our product. Okay, today, a lead person showed interest in our product. That product may be either a credit card, it may be loan, it may be insurance, it may be any other product also, anything, whatever. Now, so this lead record has been assigned to me. I'm a salesperson, so it's my responsibility. I need to contact this lead. I need to follow up with the lead multiple times also if required. I need to offer some discounts also. And finally, I have to convert this lead as a customer by bringing the business. Now, so now in this case, what needs to be done? I have to contact this lead first. Okay, I have to contact this lead. So as soon as whenever I made a call to the lead person, the lead person has received my call, we had the discussion. Okay, dear some Yashwant, okay, yesterday you showed interest in one of our product over here. So now regarding that, we are calling from so and so ICICI Bank over here, or we are from some Dell organization, or we are from like some insurance company. Yesterday you showed interest to utilize one of our product. So now these are the details of the product over here. I have given the whole information about my organization, the product which he is interested. We have given what kind of services we are offering, warranties we are offering, benefits we are offering, discounts we are offering, everything I have given this information to him. Now the person is almost okay, but he asked me, I want 10% of discount. Okay, I want 10% of discounts on this product amount. If you are ready to offer 10% of discount, I am ready to buy the product here. Then, so I have given that information that as a sales representative, that I can offer 5% of discount, that is in my hand. Okay, that is in my hand, that I can offer 5% of discount. If you need more than 5%, then I need to contact my sales manager. Because I'm not the higher person to take the decisions, I need the approval of the 10% of discount. Now, so in this case, generally what we will do? What we can do? We need to send one email notification to our sales manager here. So dear sales manager, as you requested today, I have contacted the Yashwant. Now the person is almost okay to buy the product, but he is expecting 10% of discount. But we tried to convince him with a 5% discount, but no luck, he is expecting 10% discount here. Please suggest me how can we go ahead. So I'm sending one email notification to my sales manager. So after half an hour or after 1 hour, I will be getting the reply back from my sales manager. So he will be sending the notification offer 8% discount. Here, try to convince him for till 8% discount. Now the same information I have conveyed to that lead person here, but the person is strictly expecting 8%, 10% discount. He said that clearly, if you are ready to offer 10% discount, then please contact me or else don't disturb me here. Now, again, the same information I'm sending one more email to my sales manager. Dear sales manager, he is not okay with 8%. He is strictly expecting 10% of discount. Then after 1 hour or after 2 hours, I will be getting the reply email back that offer 10% of discount to that customer. Now, that means what? We have sent one lengthy mail chain also here. Initially, I have sent an email to my manager. He has given one reply back with 8% approval. Then again, I have sent one more email. He has given one more reply with a 10% of approval here. So in this case, in future, after 6 months or after 1 year, if somebody questioned you during auditing, because every financial year end, auditing will be happening when coming to the organization. During the auditing, if anybody questioned you, why did you offer 10% of discount for that customer on so and so date? Then what can I say? How can we show the proof? Do I need to open that mail chain which I had almost a year, 6 months or 1 year back? Maybe those emails may not be available in my inbox. I might have deleted those emails here. Then I can't show the proof. I can't justify to those people here. In this case, instead of having this kind of mail conversation, we can do this conversation through Salesforce application itself. With the help of what? By using a chatter feature. With the help of a chatter feature. Where is the chatter feature? Now let me show you practically. So this is the lead person over here. Regarding this lead, we had some conversation with my manager. So just you can go to that chatter feed. This is the chatter feed tool over here. This is the chatter feed tool given by Salesforce. Here we have an option called as show feed. Okay, show feed. Now here we can post. For example, here, just now, okay, I have contacted the lead person. He is expecting 10% of discount. So now I am going to posting the information here. Go to the chatter feed, post the information. Now tell me, this feature, have you see somewhere here? Posting some information, somebody is commenting on that, somebody like that, somebody will follows you. Did you find this kind of features anywhere in any other application?
Social websites.
Yeah,
Social media
social
websites.
networking.
When you go to Facebook, what is that Facebook application? Completely chatter feature. In Facebook, what we are having here, purely text-based conversation here. We can post some information inside that Facebook. Somebody will comment on that. Somebody will like that comment also. Somebody is going to be follow you. Like that, we are having this kind of conversations. These are purely chatter feed, nothing else. These are purely chatter feed here. Now, so in this case here also we are having built-in facilities available in Salesforce, that is chatter feed. Here I'm posting this information here. So now, dear sales manager, today, as requested, today I spoke to the lead regarding the product, but he is expecting 10% discount. Please suggest me on this. I'm indicating this. I'm posting this message over here. Instead of using this email notification, we are using the help of chatter feed. Okay, now just you can share this information. As soon as whenever you are posting the information, this information will be visible to your sales manager automatically. Okay, this information will be visible to your sales manager. Once your sales manager has looked into this content here, now he will respond back to that. He will be giving the comment. He will be giving the comment over here. Now, offer or simply, okay, try to convince. So the lead for 8% discount. 8% discount. He is giving the reply back over here. That means I have posted some message. He has given some reply here. Next. Now, after that here, once they convey the same information to the lead, he is not at all okay. So he is expecting strictly 10% discount here. I'm indicating that no luck. He is strictly expecting 10% discount. Now, I will be having the conversation over here. So now here he will be after 1 hour or after 2 hours, he will be giving the approval here. Approved 10% discount. Approved 10% discount. He will be giving the comment over here. He has given these options also over here. Okay, has given these options also. That means what? So now instead of having the lengthy mail chain, we can able to have the conversation about this lead record by using this chatter feature itself. Okay, so here itself the complete conversation is available. Now here my manager has approved this 10% discount I have offered. Now After 1 year in the auditing, if somebody questioned you, so why did you offer 10% of discount? Simply we can say to him, just to go to that record, inside the chat history is available, the whole conversation is available. During that time, so and so person was my manager here, he has offered 10% of discount, that's what I have offered to the customer over here. So this content, that means this content will be okay in the read-only format. Nobody can erase this one. So for that reason here, we no need to maintain the mail chains as the proof copy. Everything is available inside that Salesforce itself. Okay. So whenever the auditing people want to verify, just they come to the record, open this chatter feed over here. Open the chatter feed, they can see the conversation, they can get the complete details over there. Okay. So in this case, if you want to post this kind of message inside the chatter feed through automation rules, then we can go with the help of this process builder. As part of this process builder, we have an option called as post to chatter. Okay. Now let's see. Make a note of this one. By using this action, we can post the feed item to the chatter feed. Chatter feed, which can be visible to a group of users. Next one. Next action, invoke a process. Next action, invoke a process. So in this case here, by using this action, we can invoke one process from another process. That means as part of process builder, we are creating processes. One process builder can invoke another process builder also. Those are called as processes. One process can invoke another process. The second one can invoke third one. Third one can invoke fourth one. Like that, we can make it as a chaining of processes also. So by using this invoke a process action, we can implement the chaining methods. We can implement the chaining functionality as part of this process builder, that one process can invoke another process also. The second one can invoke third one can invoke fourth one, like that up to n number of processes we can invoke that. That facility is available. So that in order to implement this kind of chaining mechanism, we are using the help of this invoke a process. Now, this action is used to implement the chaining mechanism. This action is used to implement the chaining mechanism. That is, one process can be invocable from another process. Next one, invoke a flow. So by using this process builder, we can invoke a flow also. That facility is available. That is, flow is nothing but next topic here. If you want to invoke that flow, okay, manually, we can use the help of this process builder. Whenever I'm invoking the process builder will invoke the flow. Flow can perform some complex operation also over here. Now, so by using this action, we can invoke a flow. Next one, send the custom notifications, like as assigning some tasks also to the users. We can send some custom notifications by using this process builder. We can send the custom notification alerts to the required users from process builder. That is, we can assign a task also, events, etc. The last one, add a quick action. By using this quick action, we can able to add or we can redirect the user to a specific feature directly upon click on the button control. Upon click on the button control or upon click on the link, we can directly redirect the user to a specific feature also. Now, we can add a quick action on the page which redirects the user to the specified feature.
Rose, are we going to complete the topic flows today?
Yeah. Tomorrow also we have the session. If required, I will take up one more session also next weekend.
Yeah, because it's already 1 o'clock in US. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. Because flows will take minimum 3 sessions. So this weekend, if required, I will take up one more session on next Saturday also. Done? Next one. So upon using this process builder, we are having few limitations available here. Upon using this process builder to automate certain actions, we are having some limitations. Okay, now the first action here. The first action is while using this process builder, here also process builder won't support all the DML operations. That means we can't perform all the DML operation through process builder. We have an option called as creating a record. We can insert the records. We have an action called as update a record. That means we can update, but deletion option is not available. Undeletion option is not available. We can't get the records from this one. We don't have this kind of actions. We can't delete the records. We can't fetch the records. We can't undelete. We can't do these kind of operations because these kind of actions are not available as part of this process builder. That is the first limitation. Next, second limitation, like as workflow rules, process builders are also firing on after insert and after update. These are not firing on before. These are not firing on before. This is the second limitation. Third limitation is, as part of this process builder, of course, we can perform more number of actions through process builder, but one of the action of workflow it is not supporting because it's an extension for workflow rules. So it should support all the actions of workflow, along with it should have some additional actions. But as part of this process builder, it won't support the action that is outbound messaging. Outbound messaging action will not be supporting by the process builder. So for that feature, again, you have to go back to that workflow rules only here. This is the third drawback that we have in Process Builder. So now, to avoid this kind of problems here, to avoid this kind of problems, Salesforce introduced a feature called as flows. That is also called as flow builder. That is also called as lightning flows, which will be satisfying all the features of both workflows and process builders both. So by using this lightning flows, we can implement complex business logics also, complex validations also. Not only the simple operations, we can do some complex operations also with the help of flows. So whatever the actions that we're doing through workflow, whatever the actions that we're using by using this process builder, all the actions we can do just with the help of a single feature itself, that is called as flow. Through flows, we can automate all the actions whatever you want. It may be simple, it may be moderate, it may be complex also, anything. Complex business logics also, complex validations also, we can able to implement with the help of flows. Okay, now make a note of this one. Limitations. The first one. Process builder won't support all the DML operations to be get performed. That is, it won't support delete and select operations. Process builder also will fire on after insert and after updating the record. But it won't fire on before performing the operation. Third one, process builder won't support outbound messaging action. Process builder won't support outbound messaging action. To avoid the above limitations, we have to use lightning flows. Done? Now, done with these points? Next. So now let's see. Now we are going to discuss about this flows feature. As of now, we have discussed workflow and the process builder. So the workflow feature is already disabled by Salesforce from winter 23, and the process builder is going to be deprecating by Salesforce from 2023. From next year onwards, process builder feature will not be available in Salesforce. Salesforce is going to be deprecating that feature from the Salesforce arc. Then you will be having only lightning flows. No workflows, no process builder, only lightning flows. Okay, now the future will be purely lightning flows. Now, so what exactly a flow? We have to understand what exactly a flow, what we can do with the help of these flows, what type of flows are available, what kind of operations that it supports, how to configure each type of flow. We'll see practically how to automate certain things by using these flows. We'll see. Okay, now. So now, first of all, we have to understand the flow. Basically, flow is nothing but an application. Okay, basically, flow is nothing but an application which is used to automate certain actions inside your organization. Flow is nothing but an application which is used to automate certain operations inside your organization. As part of your application development, if you want to automate certain actions, if you want to perform some certain operations automatically, then we can use the help of flow. So by using this flow, what kind of operations we can do? We can implement the simple operations also, complex operations also. Okay, simple operations also, complex operations also. That means we can implement the simple validations also, complex validations also, and the complex business logics also we can implement with the help of lightning flow. Through with the help of flow, we can automate all the complex operations according to your application requirement. Sometime before, if you want to implement a little bit complex operation, we have to go for trigger. We have to use development. In that development, we have to use that Apex programming. Through the Apex programming, we are preparing the trigger. Through the trigger, we are implementing that feature. That means it requires some development skills. It requires some development knowledge, but now without using the trigger, we can make those things automated through flows also. So that with the help of this flow, we can automate some simple business logics also, complex business logics also, depends upon your application requirement. Now, by using these flows, we can perform all the DML operations. Flows will support to perform all the DML operations also. We can insert some records, we can update some records, we can delete some records, we can get the records also from this particular object over here. So we can perform all the DML operations also on your object through with the help of flow. In the two, flows are supporting to fire on both before and after both. Basically, this kind of operation is available in trigger. Trigger is having the capability to fire on before performing the operation, after performing the operation also. But now in flow, we are having this option. We can fire the flow on before and after performing the operations also. But when you observe this workflow and process builder, these are always firing on after insert, after update, not before. But the flow will fire on both before also, after also, and both the possibilities are available here. Okay, because after 5 years, Salesforce people are going to be removing the trigger concept from development. Okay, they would like to remove trigger concept from development. Whatever the operations that we're doing through trigger, those operations we can automate through flows. Flows will be the replacement for that. Okay, so at that time we can save some more time also during the training also. Okay, you don't need to have much technical skills on the development part as well, because trigger part also we are going to do with the help of flows, which after 5 years. Till 5 years we have to continue same programming common. Okay, now, so in this case, by using these flows, we can automate all the actions of workflow and the process builder. Whatever the actions that we are doing till now by using workflow rules and by using process builder, all these actions, the combination of both the workflow rule actions and the process builder action, both we can automate through process builder with the help of flows. Along with we can do some complex operations also. Okay, along with some complex operations also, we can automate all the actions of workflow and the process builder through lightning flows as well. So in this case, whatever the flow currently running to perform the operation, okay, whatever the flow that currently running to perform the operation, that is called as the flow interview. That means the current running instance of a flow is called as flow interview. Okay, flow interview. So the running instance of the currently running flow is called as the flow interview. Now, as part of these flows, we have two categories. Okay, we have two categories of flows are available here. Salesforce has categorized that flows into two categories. First one, screen flow. Second one, auto launched flow. Okay, screen flow, auto launched flow here. Now, so auto launched flow has been again subcategorized into four types. Okay, auto launched flow has been subcategorized into four types. The first one, record triggered flows. Second one, scheduled triggered flows. Third one, auto launched flow with no trigger. And the fourth one, platform event triggered flow. Okay, platform event triggered flow. These are the four types are available in auto launch. We have screen flow, auto launched flow. These are the two categories are available. In auto launched flow, we are having four categories again. First one, record triggered flow. Second one, scheduled triggered flow. Third one, auto launched flow with no trigger. Fourth one, platform event triggered flows. These are the four types are available in auto launched. Okay. As part of this screen flow, how to create the screen flow, how to create multi-screen flow also. Okay, multiple screens also I would like to design. We'll see all this concept practically over here. Okay, understood the concept now? Now, make a note of this one. Lightning flows. Flow is nothing but an application. Flow is nothing but an application which is used to automate certain actions inside the organization. By using flows, we can configure the simple validations, complex validations, and complex business logics. By using flows, we can configure the simple validations, complex validations, and the complex business logics by using declaratively. Okay, with the help of declarative features. Flows allows us to perform the operations of both workflow rules and process builder. Flows allows us to perform the operations of both workflow rules and process builder. By using flows, we can perform all the DML operations on our object records. That is, we can perform insert, update, delete, and select operations. Flows can fired on both before and after performing the operation. Flows can fired on both before and after performing the operations. And the object regards. So we can find the flow on both before performing the operation and after performing the operations also on your object records. The running instance of the flow is called as a flow interview. The running instance of the flow is called as a flow interview. Salesforce provides two types of flows. First one, screen flows. Second one, auto launched flows. First one, screen flows. Second one, auto launched flows. First one, screen flows. Second one, auto launched flow. Okay. So then what exactly is screen flow? And then what exactly auto launched flow? What are the subcategories that we have in this auto launched flow? And then we'll see in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we'll see how can we configure screen flows and then auto launched flows also here. Okay. Now, so tomorrow also we are having the session at same timings here, 9:30. And if required, because I will try to complete by tomorrow, maybe, okay, I think it's not possible tomorrow. If required, I will take up one more session on next Saturday also. Okay, next Saturday also. Okay, the flows continuation. Okay, from Monday onwards, normal sessions. Okay, now. Feeling difficult to sit for 2 hours? No, right? Because when you go to office, you have to sit for 8 to 10 hours.
Unmuted.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Today evening, do you have any time?
Evening 5 o'clock, we have the session as usual. But the evening 5 o'clock batch people, 5 o'clock we have the session as usual. Okay, same time.
On which topic, sir?
So that is continuation, email templates.
Yeah, hi
Okay.
Firoz. When will be the explanation on sandbox and environment and project for morning 7
Basically,
a.m.?
sandbox. Okay, so the sandbox will be last. Basically, we'll be discussing at the last of development. Okay, project and sandbox will be last of the development. So now basically here, so for few people, if they want to go to the sandbox here, that's what I have placed those videos also in our drive, so that you can go through them. And then along with that, here I would like to take up some sessions on projects also during the weekends. On weekends, we'll continue with this project sessions and all these things. And regular days, we'll be having more continuous normal sessions.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for your time.